There, thank you. Okay. Cool. All right. So yeah, here's the picture. The title is Before Egia, which stands for Elves, Goddesses, Humans, Evil, and All. Yes. So I can't read the whole thing, but I'm gonna try to see how much I can get through. So chapter 1, the goddesses. There were 5 goddesses. Each had their own distinct power. Arsina, goddess of water. She also controlled the moon. Cyanin, goddess of truth. She could also travel as a spirit and aid people in distress. Leica, goddess of trees and current goddess of life. Ziz, goddess of beauty. Then the ruler and creator of the first 4 goddesses, Nain, goddess of the new and all capital letters. All of the goddesses had their own distinct race. Arsina had the Nereids, people of the sea. Cyanin had the Erins, spirit people of the wind. Leica had the Elves, forest people. Ziz had the humans, the ones who were most skilled at manufacturing, finding beautiful stones, making fancy clothes, and jewelry. All of them had their own special power. Nereids had the gift of communication. They could speak in any language. Cyanin's Erins could go anywhere, be anything, and when they died, they returned to life as a Nereid elf or human. Leica's elves were keen-eyed, tall, strong, and quick-witted. They were often happy and were very versatile. Humans had the gift of knowledge. The complaints. Next chapter. Unfortunately, Ziz did not believe that her human's gift was worth anything, so she complained to Nain, who was in charge of everything. Nain, she rapped, I would like to make a deal with you. My humans have only one language, cannot fly like the Erins, and have no perfect beauty like the elves. I want another gift to be bestowed upon my race. Why? Answered Nain in her lilting, slightly metallic voice. Knowledge is a good enough gift in itself. If you can use it correctly, it will be your language. It will be your wings, it will be your transportation, and it will be your beauty. Can I not barter with the other races for exchanges of gifts? I do not think you can, Ziz, for the Erins are almost impossible to find, the Nereids do not enjoy dry land, and the elves are reluctant to share their secrets and are nervous around strangers. I'm sorry, Ziz, you will just have to make do. I will receive those gifts, Nain, Ziz hissed, even if it costs me everything. The plan. Ziz called the humans together, ordering them to make weapons, daggers, swords, battle axes, javelins, and double-headed spears. They also made full-body armor. Thin as it was, it could repel the elfin arrows, Erin energy bursts, and Nereid water cannons. The Nereids would use a certain normally inaccessible part of their mind to take water, compress it, and fire it with a crushing speed at their enemies. The humans also had nearly invisible helmets that would repel any weapon and send it back to its owner, piercing their neck or heart. Ziz decided not to try and kill the Erins. They were practically invisible and could have any weapon go through them and not die. So she decided to attack the Nereids first. She would send 10 of her strongest swimmers, along with her strongest enchantments, to lure the Nereids to shore. Then they would be destroyed. The elves would not be as easily lured. She would order the humans to kidnap 13 elfin children and use them as bait. When all of the elves were brought, the forest would be burned and the elves attacked and killed. Ziz had decided that if she could not have the other gifts of the immortality, flight, and beauty, then no one else would have them. The Nereid massacre. Nista, Brian, Kara, Lono, Leah, Sirkin, Shelley, John, Crystal, and Tahem dove into the water, Ziz's breathing spells protecting them from death. A speed spell propelled them quickly towards the Nereid city. Nereids, they screeched as one in their magically magnified voices. We have come to destroy you and take your powers of speech. The Nereids shouted back in their native language, Hirai, Husa, Tibrelta, Moridos, Katorai. When we die, so will our powers. The humans accepted the monologue as a challenge and so rushed around the city, shooting arrows and killing 6 of the Nereids. The Nereids screeched horribly, and without a second thought, they raced after the 10 humans, capturing Nista, Tom, and Luono, and stealing their armor and killing them. Okay, I don't know what I wrote there. Oksan, Lililga, and Torin put on the armor. When all 10,000 Nereids were finally lured to land, they were shot down almost immediately. Only 17 escaped, and then Ziz sent Brian and John after them with sharp-edged water boomerangs. They killed the 14 without armor, but Oksan, Lililgan, and Torin are still alive to this day, yet they never come to the surface for fear of death. Thank you.